cover. All right, so here we've got an investment of 5,000 and it's doubling every 8 years. I hope that you understand that this is exponential because of the keyword doubling, right? Okay. So we've got time and money. So I need you to be very careful here. It could be that it says that in the year 2026, someone starts investing and every 8 years it doubles. I would start with 2026. All right, guys? And then add 8 to 2026 so that you actually have the year, the actual year in your X value. They don't mention that here, so it's not a big deal. You can just start with 0, okay? At 0, you've got $5,000. 8 years go by, you double. Another 8 years go by, you double again. That's good enough, okay? L1, L2, stat, calc, make sure you show this. Exponential regression. Especially because on the exam, schools use different types of software. Sometimes they use like Desmos. So you gotta show your work here. So y is equal to, if you do this right, I'm actually gonna do this just to show you some of the issues that can arise. Okay, so I'm gonna type this in. Okay. I would strongly suggest you copy this into your Y1 to have the most accurate equation. Okay, so this would be 5,000, not surprised by that. This is 1.09. If you want to stop there, that's fine. But I'm going to go 0.905, okay, to the power of x. So this is your equation. Oh, that was supposed to happen here. Okay, sorry. Got too eager there. So this is your table. If you have that, you get a mark. If you have the equation here, you get a mark. Based on your equation, what percent growth rate per year gives this doubling time? So you figure that out, right? You go 1.0905 minus 1. You end up with 0.0905. If you multiply that by 100, you get 9.05%. Yes, I know what you're going to say. What if I round it to 0.09 in B, right up here, and I do this, then it should only be 9%. Yes, you would be right. So if you used 4 decimals, I'll be consistent and say 9.05. If you only round it to 1.09, then this should be 9%, right? So remember, this number tells us percent increase or decrease with respect to 1. Okay, 1 is like your baseline. If you're above it, if you're below it, you subtract, right? Okay, keep going. Based on your equation, what will the value be in 20 years? That's time is given and they want to know the value, right? So this is second. This is basically what all functions tend to do once you know the equation. They give you one, they ask you for the other, okay? So you just have to be consistent. X is equal to 20. Something to watch out for here. If I graph this, I'm going to try zoom stat. That's what it looks like, but don't trust it, right? X min negative, Y min, I'll make it a little bit negative as well. X max is 20, right? Or 20 is the X value we're interested in. You wouldn't see it, so I'm going to go 50 here. Okay, so I'm going to go second trace value. X is equal to 20. It doesn't even show on my graph. I don't see the cursor, but I did get an answer, so you can just go with that. 28,284.27. Okay, so 28,284.27. It's money, So you have to have a dollar sign and you have to have 2 decimals, right? Oops. Let's see that. Based on your equation, how long will it take for the investment to reach 50,000? So in this case, they want to know how long does it take to get to 50,000. So you know your y. You let y2 equal to 50,000. You go second, trace, intersect. And let's go ahead and find that out. I'm probably going to adjust my window here. Y max, I have to have, 70,000 or something high enough to make sure that I can see, what am I doing here? 50,000 for Y2, you hit graph, you find that intersection, enter 3 times. X is equal to 26.58 years, and years is continuous, it's time, so 2 decimals is just fine there. Money is continuous too, 2 decimals is just fine there. Based on your equation, how long will it take for the investment to reach 100,000? Basically the same thing. Second, trace, intersect. I need to adjust my window again. 120, 120,000 the Y max. Let's do 100,000. No, wait. Yeah, it's 100,000, right? There you go. Second trace 5. Enter, enter, enter. That's 3458. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 marks for this one. So if you've got that, you got the marks, okay? If I asked you to graph this, how would you do that? If they don't give you a start and a finish, then you would wanna, right? You just wanna make sure you include labels and consistency. This is time in years. This is money invested, right? This is your units, this is your investment. Just have a title and a label. And you got to make sure we start at 5,000, right? So you would want to include, it's probably a good measure to go 100,000 until you start seeing that clear exponential shape, okay? Always know what the shape is supposed to look like. So I'll stop there. I didn't ask you to graph it.